I'm back at the Moor, north side, Moor Road again. I have no idea what the state of the Moor looks like, whether it's flooded or not. So I'm just going to give it another go. I'm going to spend the morning on the Moor. Just did a quick whistle stop tour of the res. Now I'm walking the north entrance in. Got King George the 6th Reservoir on my left here. Let's see what we can find. And there's a bird down the bottom there, busy hawking insects. Gorgeous morning. Just had a common white throat, Chetty's warbler, blackcap, all along the path back there. Lots of warblers here. Been almost a month since my last visit. But as I've said, we've had a lot of rain in the meantime. So I don't know what the state of the paths are going to be like. I know the south section is still flooded. So the paths are pretty overgrown. Chetties, blackbird in the background there. It's a bit muddy there, nothing too bad. Go around. Same song thrush is sitting up there singing again as last time. Blackcap. I'm just heading back out quickly. Heard a cuckoo calling. So I just want to see if I can see it somewhere. Sounded fairly distant. Funny enough, the last cuckoo I had a couple of years ago, either at the north side of the moor or on the entrance, northern entrance in. So they obviously like this spot. May well be even the same cuckoo. Look. Whoop. No, Woody. Calling again. Sounds distant, but anyway, we'll give it a go. Sounds quite distant. Back on the main path again, heading north. Sorry, the main path next to King George the 6th Reservoir, coming down from Moor Road. That's the wood pigeon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it, because even from the path it's going to be distant, I think. Be my first cuckoo of the year for staying, so well worth the trip back north. See what we can find. See if we can find it. I've come up to the horse paddocks where I thought it was calling from, the cuckoo. I can't see anything obvious. Like I said, even though it could be in the area, it was calling very, very distantly. And now it stopped calling, unfortunately. If it doesn't call within the next couple of minutes, I'm going to keep walking. Okay, I've decided to leave the cuckoo. Hopefully it'll call later on and I can pick it up again. Let's just get onto the moor. May pick it up even down there. So let's see. So let's carry on. This has dried out quite a bit. Back at the Gargany site. Film from this section again, just to show you what the state of the paths look like. Incredibly muddy still. And you can scoot along the side here to a point. Yeah, and then you have to dive in. Drying up a bit here. Yeah, so that section through there is a bit muddy. No way that you can walk on either side, you just slip into it. Just gonna have a look here in this muddy section. Water still streaming through there. Okay, carry on. This is very muddy still and wet. Go around again. It's not too bad if you're wearing Wellingtons. Cross over here. Yeah, lapwings. Put my boots off. Bit deep there still. Bit deep through there. Don't know if you can jump over there, but and then this is unfortunately still very wet, like last time. So like last time, I'm going to go along here. Sticking to the fence line, and then yeah, this is pretty deep here. Up across here like I did last time. This is still flowing in here from next door. Go this way. This is the main breach as normal. Instead of going that way, oh yeah, I may go that way. Got logs now. So not difficult going, just wet and muddy, that's all. There's a heron in there. Wouldn't surprise me if the gargany was still stuck in there somewhere. Anyway, let's get onto the moor. Oh, this is actually flowing again. So this section had stopped, but now it's flowing. Jetties calling. A little bit of flow there again. That had stopped. Someone's been doing some good work pulling Himalayan balsam out, which is this stuff here. So what you want to do when you pull it out, you just want to snap the stem as well, and then just put it in the middle of the pile. Unfortunately, we've got a big problem with it. There's loads of it, yeah. It comes down the waterways of the UK and then just self-seeds itself all the way along. But you could spend a month of Sundays here cleaning all this out. Horrible stuff. Just blots out all the native vegetation. So if you come along to Staines and you see Himalayan balsam, that's what you want to do. Loads of it, yeah. Sad to see, unfortunately. It pulls out really easily, so you want to get it before it obviously seeds. So I won't spend too much time here. Just watch out for the nettles. Oh, so much of it, yeah. Horrible. Okay, that's my 10 cents worth. Onwards we go. It's supposed to be 25 today. Right. Yeah, so this looks like, yeah, this was pretty dry the last time. It's now flowing again. A little bit. Oh, it's actually flowing here as well. Tons and tons of this balsam. So please do pull it out. I'm standing on the boardwalk and I've just got a nice garden warbler up there. Fortunately he's into the sun, singing away. Jetties. This is where I cleaned up the willow. Much easier now. Reed warbler. Just had a green woodpecker, some geese flying over there. Spectacular morning again, like last time, except everything's grown a lot more since I've last been here. So what I'm going to do now, normally I walk down so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to walk to the North Bridge, cross over, and then come back and do this area here. and then walk all the way down the river and then to have a look and see what the south section looks like. I'm just going to scan that bridge again, see if there's any kingfisher. No. Gorgeous morning, almost not a breath of wind. Loads of damselflies on the wing. Okay, I'll just turn you off until I find something interesting. Nice reed bunting there at the top of the bramble. Okay, I'm just going to cross the North Bridge. Coot down the bottom there. Let me quickly scan. Okay. So I'm going to go back up north now, and I just want to cover this section here. We've had a lot of things drop in here in the past. Wryneck, barred warbler, shrike, everything's been in here, so I'll just do a quick circuit. So I've done a loop. That's where I came in, that's where I had the reed warbler. Even though it's one of the entrances to the moor, it's one of my favourite spots. Sit there in the summertime with your feet in the water. Lovely. Okay. Hardly ever come this way. Don't know why. Reed warbler calling again. Wood pigeon over. Lots of bird song this morning. Beautiful morning. Some geese have just taken off out of the reed beds there. Sorry, the iris beds. I'm glad I bought my boots anyway, regardless of the amount of mud, because there's loads of dew on these long grass stems and they're soaked. So it's just well. Oh, nice yellow-tipped butterfly. Somewhere there for you. Just had a barn swallow through. It's very wet here up the north end as well. I'll just turn it around. This is leading up to the mound, which is just over there. Just going to go around the edge here. Yeah, so this is in the extreme northwest side of the moor. Little damp still. Irises are lovely. Ew, how am I going to get through that? Let's just go for it. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. I wouldn't recommend the north section just yet. It's a little bit wet. This shouldn't take too long to dry out now as summer goes along. Oh my word, this is just one puddle after the other. I'm just trying to get to the mound, but this looks pretty damp here. Stay on my left. Chuff taff. That's the channel through there. Am I going to make it? Let's see. Yeah, so don't come the north way. This could be interesting. Whoa, there was a dip there. He went over my Wellingtons. Deep, yeah, I'll fall in. Almost up over my Wellingtons. Whoa! Right up to the top of my Wellington. Didn't go in there, thank goodness. Okay. Note to self, don't come along the north path. Okay. Hopefully that's the worst. Whoa, no it's not. No, it's not. That was about a finger's width from the top of my Wellington. That dip. Almost home free. I don't think there's any more between here and the mound. So that's what I've just come through. Okay. Getting shallower, 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 shallower. Right, made it. Yeah, don't come along the north path. Chitties. Okay, this is the last little wet section before the mound. Either go around or go through. Round would be boring, through is more exciting. It's not so bad. Cool. I think we'll just go through that gap there and then up onto the mound. And we'll have a little rest there. Ew. This way. Oh wow. That's growing closed. Okay, well, round it is then. That's amazing. I used to go through there. And now it's all closed. Okay, no worries. Maybe it's a good thing. Go back. Right, I'm not even sure I can get to the mound this way. I have to go even further around. Right, let me try I just literally need to get across there and then I can go and set up on the mound and see. Whoa, immediately deep. Okay, that's not so bad, says he as he sinks up to his knees. Whoa! Okay, cool. I'm just going to sit up on the mound and have a cool drink. Temperature is getting warmer and warmer. It's supposed to be 25 today or so. Common turn coming from one of the neighbouring reses, just up higher. Don't know if you can see it or not. Had a little drink, so let's go down to the south side now. I'm going to go back and walk the river rather. I'm not going to go through there, so I'm going to head back to the North Bridge and cross over and then go down. This is the first bridge to the first Iris channel. Still very wet. It was about like this the last time we came through here. Frog. Wet, yeah, standing water. Just gonna go around. So lots of patches like this on the moor. Dry sections and then very wet sections. So definitely Wellington boots you need. Common turn flying over there. So I want to get to the other side of the river so the sun's behind me so I can photograph them with the sun on my back. There comes the second Irish channel. Also wet, yeah, which is why the channel's there in the first place. Lots of standing water. Just going to plough through. I'll have to go through that regardless. Slid down the bank. I'm going to come a cropper at some point. It's just I have to sacrifice myself and try and save as many of my optics as possible at all costs. Right, there comes the North Bridge. There's a swan there having a nice bath, which means when he's finished with that he's going to flap his wings and dry himself off. So I may go to the other side as soon as possible and try and get that. He's out of there. Definitely not a tame swan, that one. Nice flow to the Colne. Yeah, I'm going to get myself into position because once he's finished preening, He's going to do a wing flap. Oh, I'm going to miss it. So I'm going to just turn you off for a sec. Right, sorry about the little bit of panic. I had to get to the swan before it finished bathing and did that amazing wing flap. So I got a few shots. I'll post them out for you. Had to leg it round. Thought I'd missed it, but I got him. So now we're going to head down the Colne on the east bank. I think I got that wrong in my last video. So on the west side of the Moor, but on the east bank of the Colne. Bucket loads of common whitethroat. Mallards are going to get spooked, yeah. The mallard female just sitting over here. I may just do a wide berth, but she's dropped in, okay. Yeah, I try not to flush birds. It's the aim of the game, even if it is mallards. If they're on the bank having a rest, they're on the bank having a rest for a reason. So lots of butterflies here. Oh, okay. I'm going to turn you off for a sec. See if I can get this one. Not a little bad playground to have, hey? What a place. Surprisingly little traffic on the M25 as well. Either that or I can't hear it. Now, of course. Gorgeous morning. Back at the fallen willow. Looks a little better in the sunshine. That meadow pipit displaying now, skylark, stone chat. There goes the meadow pipit up again, displaying. Beautiful. Beautiful morning. Right, we're walking towards the south bridge now. This last time was pretty wet. It's definitely drying out some, but still muddy. So still Wellingtons that you need. This is the really wet section that now looks to be drying out a bit. I'm just going to go around the edge here. It's just a sloppy mess still. I heard that the south entrance is pretty wet still, so I just want to go and see if it's any drier than the last time or gone backwards a bit. Colne's very full. And green. Yeah, so This all looks to be a little bit drier. Still sloppy. There's the South Bridge. Sedge warblers just bolted out there. Yeah, so this is, I mean, this was pretty wet. This is that marshy bit down by the South Bridge. Although it's still sloppy and messy, it's definitely drying out. A lot of standing water in there, but not on the path at least. You can get through there with the Wellingtons. Looks lovely, lovely and green. Sure. Whether all the standing water and abundance of water is good or bad to the wildlife, I guess time will tell. But it's definitely decreased the number of dog walkers and walkers on the moor, so I'm afraid to say that can only be a good thing. So we'll see. Lots of lapwing, which normally in a normal year there's not so many of, so that's nice to see. Right, let's go to the South Bridge. Oh yeah, there's a lot of water here still. That's the south entrance over there. I'll take a walk down there in a sec. And that's another first. Swans at the south gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swans down by the south entrance. Amazing. 7 swans. So I presume the trouble is going to be when you get to the left hand side of this body of water where the swans are, to cross over to get out. But we'll go and have a look at that now. Some Egyptian geese at the bottom there as well. So now we are up to 8 swans. One behind the tree there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 right in the corner. And common terns hunting at the south entrance. This is the second breach. Common terns are actually sitting right on the ground by the south entrance. And going past. Crazy. Grey heron in the background. Yeah, so this is where the problem is. To get from the south underneath the bridge to here. Shell duck taken off. Mute swan just standing there looking at me like I'm crazy. Common tern taken off. I'll just keep going a bit. So this is the problem with the south basin, is that there's the south entrance, is that there's a depression here to get from the bridge onto the bank of the river, and this is what you have to cross. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this entrance at all. Walking back to the south bridge, which is ahead of us there. Egyptian goose, grey heron in the background. Had a lovely pair of common turn by the south exit, passing food and all the rest, like courtship displays. Yeah. I'm going to go back up the east side because the sun will be with me for photography. Common turn. Something. Don't know, moorhen probably, or coot. It's nice to have the moor back to myself again. I've been the only bird all morning that I've seen on the moor. A couple of dog walkers, but other than that it's very quiet people-wise, which is brilliant. Love it. Yeah, so literally I'm the only one about in my element. I'm just going to head back towards the mound again and set up and have another cool drink. It's getting pretty hot now. Fairly quiet-ish, nothing crazy happening. I think all the migrants have moved through now, like the wheatear and the windchat and all that sort of thing. You may get the odd straggler moving through. A mate of mine said he had 2 little ring plover on by the south entrance, but they soon moved on. Which is why you want to do early morning birding. You want to catch those sort of waders before they get disturbed and fly out. That's all. That's why I'm always up and at it early as I can. Yeah, so I'm almost back at the fallen willow, and then I'll just keep going back up to the mound. Right, I think I'll call it a day. Nice morning on the moor and on the res. Really quiet, not much happening. I thought I'd get hobbies and things like that. I've just had kestrel and a couple of red kites, buzzard, sparrowhawk. Yeah, just lovely to be out in the sun for a change. Feel the sun on your skin. Moor is still very much flooded, unfortunately. Some very wet patches here and there. But if you're prepared to get your Wellingtons wet all the way up to the brim, then you can make it up onto the moor and enjoy yourself as much as I have today. Right, I'm going to head out the north entrance again and then back to the car and home. Hope you enjoyed the trip with me. This is my favourite spot on the moor. I love sitting here. Such a nice spot.